Murphy and Vinny Ferrara aren't busy Wednesday night, they can catch a little exciting auto racing with the Winston Sportsman 100. Live coverage at 9 o'clock Wednesday on Sports Channel. And if they're not in meetings and looking at film, maybe they can watch a little bit. There's Tim. Harvard needs about a foot for a first down at the Holy Cross 13-yard line. The give is to who? Who has the first down inside the 10-yard line? Matt Bertquist on the tackle, but they'll move the chains again for Harvard. And the clock will run.
Believe me, it's a lot easier to be on Harvard's side calling the plays than Holy Cross. You got the lead, you've got the tempo, you've got the ball, you've got the clock working.
Ooh, to the 4-yard line. And Harvard just chewing up yardage, chewing up time. Phil Tybersey.
Holy Cross coming out with 2 tight ends and 3 backs. They're in the power I.
Power I, left side. Here's who, and who is stopped. Eric Godlewski with the initial hit. So let's see what Tim Murphy has now. It'll be 3rd and goal from about the 6-yard line.
Well, he's not going to open it up too much. He brought a receiver in for one of the backs, so we've got 2 tight ends, 2 backs, and a receiver in right now.
Who remains in the game? The fullback is Tim Fleischer, number 35. Halligan goes in motion, and Ferrara's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. Oh, he underthrew him.
He wants that back.
Oh, that's Andrew Lawrence, number 82, and
you've got to play down and distance. Holy Cross's defense did not play down and distance. You're 3rd and 7, and you can see the tight end is wide open.
Maybe he should have just stopped, got the ball.
Well, maybe the quarterback should have thrown the ball and let him a little, but he was wide open, and you know, big missed opportunity for Harvard to really put this game out of reach.
Is Patrick Hannon from 24 yards out. Hannon's kick is good. So, with 2:34 to go in the 3rd quarter, Harvard adds another 3 onto its lead. The Crimson 20, the Crusaders 3. We'll be right back.
With Business First, you get first-class service at a business-class fare. Continental. It's more airline for your money.
This quality time was made possible by GMAC. With financing and leasing that can be arranged for your new GM vehicle fast, right at the dealership. Because GMAC believes you should be out enjoying your new car instead of waiting for it to be financed. GMAC, the expressway home.
It's a whole day of thoroughbred racing. The top 2-year-olds on the track, plus steeplechase, and one of the richest prizes in racing. This is the Maryland Million.
The Maryland Million, Saturday live at 4.
Wednesday afternoon on the college soccer game of the week, watches North Carolina takes on Princeton. We'll have it for you at 4 o'clock right here on Sports Channel. North Carolina women's soccer team has some type of team. They've won over 90 in a row. I believe it's the longest winning streak of any sport in NCAA history.
My VCR on that one.
Did you catch any World Cup this summer?
I did. I went to 2 games, I think, 3 games. You know, I know your daughters play, and one of my daughters play, so it was quite an experience. That was a 7-minute drive, Mike, by Harvard against the wind. It's an important deal. There's number 16 again. 16 made famous by Mike Lynch, but that was a huge drive by Harvard. And even though it only got a field goal out of it, you ate up 7 minutes of time in the third quarter against the wind, and effectively took Holy Cross out of any advantage they would have from the ball.
Pignio will field the kick at the 11-yard line. Anthony Pignio looking to get something going for Holy Cross, gets it across the 25-yard line. Rob Callahan is back in a quarterback. Came in mid-second quarter for the Crusaders, and he has played in place of Andy Fitzpatrick ever since.
Andy's on the sidelines. He's looks like he's all right. It's just Peter Voss decides to go with Callahan.
Here's Callahan on first down. Callahan gets away. Callahan completes to Splain, and Splain is up to the 45. Shannon Splain on the pickup, brought down by Cleet Johnson.
That was good athletic moves here. One by Callahan, avoiding the rush. And he looks immediately downfield and sees Splain. Watch him catch the football, all with his hands.
First and 10, Holy Cross. Here's Waltz. Waltz gets a couple. Justin France, who's the fastest of the Harvard linebackers, ran Waltz down. Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania.
Good football player. He, along with Zach Knight, a couple great inside linebackers for Harvard.
Second down, 8 yards to go for Holy Cross. Callahan just overthrows Lavarante. Jeff Compass, number 6 for Harvard.
Read an article about Rob Callahan this week, Mike, saying that people say you build character through losing and you learn more by losing. He said, I've learned enough. I've got enough character. I want to win.
Here's Callahan on third down. Callahan is picked off by Jeff Compass, number 6. So the first freshman ever to start for Harvard, or since the Ivy League play came in, comes up with an interception. How about that?
Harvard blitzes here, and the receiver has to read that and make an adjustment. The receiver for Holy Cross is not even looking back at the ball, and that's a quarterback to see that as interception. That was an opportunity for a wide receiver to make a play on a blitz. He's got to read the blitz. He's got to adjust his route, and he's got to get his drive immediately on the quarterback, because the quarterback's not going to have any time. So it's the inability he's being spoken to right now of a wide receiver to pick up a blitz.
Ferrara on first down right after the turnover gets sacked. Sam Leo, number 55. Sam out of Everett.
Sam's having a good game today. Kind of question what Tim Murphy is. He's been so successful on the ground.
Pass is completed out of bounds to William Newell. Infante on the coverage. There's Newell, number 8.
But he does like that balanced attack. He likes to run the ball and throw the ball equally, and we're seeing that.
Well, let's see. First half, Harvard ran for 217 yards, and they passed for 82. So they're throwing a bit more. Ferrara throwing again. A great block by Thompson. It springs him around the corner. And he may not have made it back to the line of scrimmage. Godlewski on the tackle.
That was a great play by Eric Godlewski. One thing that Holy Cross, and we've kind of chronicled it all day long, they have not tackled well. Well, Eric made a great tackle to prevent a first down, and Harvard's got to punt the ball.
Here comes the punt team, and the play clock is running. It's down to
They'll be able to run it out, punt with the wind.
They don't have to punt. They're just going to make it by a second.
That's good coaching.
Pretty good math, too.
Well, they're Harvard. What do you expect, Mike?
All right, we've played 3 quarters of football here in Worcester. And our score, Harvard 20, Holy Cross 3.
New Sport Press Box, where to turn for a comprehensive late-night sports wrap. The Press Box, sports news and sports views, late scores and inside stories. Your home for the highlights, insights, and all the finals. And with award-winning sports journalist, New Sport Press Box delivers the news you need. For the first and last word on the day in sports, watch the Press Box. New Sport Press Box.
New Sport Press Box, weeknights on Sports Channel. The Boston Celtics have been making many moves this summer, but there's one key player that hasn't changed. Sports Channel. Tune into Sports Channel for every regular season home game, live from the Boston Garden. The Boston Celtics are on Sports Channel.
It's a whole day of thoroughbred racing. The top 2-year-olds on the track, plus steeplechase, and one of the richest prizes in racing. This is the Maryland Million.
The Maryland Million, Saturday live at 4.
Well, the Celtics are back on Sports Channel. Watch the first of our 3 Celtics preseason games on Tuesday, October 18th, when the Celtics take on the Cleveland Cavaliers at 7:30. Then tune in on Friday, November 4th, when the Celtics tap off the regular season in the Boston Garden against the New York Knickerbockers. And it's all right here on Sports Channel. Celtics with Dominique Wilkins, Eric Montross, Purvis, some not nervous Ellison. Problems Holy Cross has had in the 3rd quarter this year. Another quarter has passed, and they still are looking for a score. There's a heck of a kick. That is one heck of a kick by Tim Griffin. And this is a pretty good return by Robert Sewell. 46-yard kick by Tim Griffin. Sewell, a freshman. So 15 minutes to go, and Holy Cross down 20-3. They'll work from their own 23-yard line. Mike Lynch and Steve Nelson from Fitton Field in Worcester, where the sun has disappeared. Clouds have shown up, and where it's gotten chilly. There hasn't been too many bright spots for Holy Cross this afternoon as well. Cooney on the reception. Kinney and Knight bring them down.
Big tight end caught the ball for a first down, a play we saw earlier, which was unsuccessful. This time, Callahan had some protection, and they complete for first down.
Holy Cross needs 3 scores to win this thing. However, with everybody up on the line, this is a great chance to pop a tight end. Ball is loose. Harvard has it. And the Crimson will take over. Eddie Kinney, the captain of Harvard, scoops up the fumble at the 40-yard line. It was forced by Doug Anderson, number 97.
C.J.R. Wall's getting the handoff, and he's running, but it just is not protecting that football well enough. And again, Holy Cross turning the ball over, and they, again, are not good enough to overcome all these mistakes. Harvard now, right now, has got a chance to put the nail in the coffin.
On first down, here's Ian Hu. Hu coughs it back. Oh, look at this. Well, the ball popped into the hands of J.T. Scott, and J.T.
was an illegal lateral, I believe.
He did lateral it forward.
You see, here comes Hu. Carrying the ball. Well, he just, a helmet gets put right on the ball, pops up.
Now watch this.
J.T. makes it. Tries to lateral it, but it's an illegal lateral. They didn't catch him. It's Holy Cross's football.
You know, he may catch heck from one of his coaches, but I like it.
JT's made some big plays today.
He has made some big plays, and who knows? Here's Callahan at first down. The pass is partially deflected. And is it a catch? Yes, it is.
It's a catch, but it's not too much. I think it's a loss of a half yard on that short diagonal pass. Peter Voss certainly is a lot of emotions going through.
Callahan, Splain, trapped it. And there's a flag down for a late hit on the quarterback.
And we'll see Callahan go back. He delivers the ball, and we really can't see what happened after he threw the football. As you see, though, it was an incomplete pass. The ball had to hit the ground. That's a 15-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
We're going to get the call from
Roughing the passer on the defense. That's a first down.
I think one thing we've seen in the last few years is referees really do try to protect quarterbacks, and oftentimes they're questionable calls, but
well, they should.
They are unprotected in a lot of the hits, and you really do have to protect the quarterbacks.
Most people's attention the minute the ball's released is diverted away. Passes over the head of Trivers. And Peter Voss just runs his hands through his hair.
Oh, that was a missed opportunity right there. Harvard came with a blitz, and no one covered Trivers out of the backfield. If he would have caught the ball, he would have had a lot of room.
Mike Kent on the pass rush had his hand up so high that Callahan had to loft the ball over his hand, and Trivers only goes about 5'4", and it was high enough to get over the head of Randy Trivers. Here's the cross again on second down from midfield. Callahan wants it all. Callahan going deep. Oh, it's dropped.
Well, obviously it was a missed opportunity by Holy Cross. Callahan showing great poise, unloads it, big throw. Receiver just kind of gets his body turned around and can't come down with it. Huge opportunity for Holy Cross. As you see, he's kind of losing his balance and just, you know, his head starts bobbing, your eyes go back up and down, and you have a hard time catching it.
A break for the cross. Callahan's got a lot of room if he wants to run, and he does. Callahan sneaks out of bounds after picking up the first down. Matt Bradley forced him out at the 40-yard line.
Good awareness by Rob Callahan, knowing where that first down marker was and picking up a first down.
So the drive stays alive after the missed opportunity for the touchdown.
J.R. Wall is the freshman running back for Holy Cross, fumbled twice already, and he's got a lot of talent. You just hope that his confidence back will take that football.
Here's Waltz, breaks a couple tackles. Waltz trying to get outside. Waltz muscles to the 32. J.R. Waltz brought down by David St. Peter.
You see Peter Voss loves this running back, and J.R. again breaks the tackle. We've seen a lot of those today. He's got good speed to get around the corner. Something Holy Cross really hasn't done on first down is establish any type of running game. Now they're in a situation where they're 2nd and 3. They have an opportunity to run or throw the ball and put the defense in a questionable situation. First down by Holy Cross there, and just a quick out.
First and 10 now on the 25-yard line for the Crusaders. Here's Callahan. Pass is complete to Myers, and Myers is inside the 15. St. Peter rode him out of bounds. So Holy Cross knocking on the door with 12 to play. They trail 20-3. Moving the ball. They've been able to do this a couple of times during the afternoon, but they haven't been able to cross the goal line. They send 3 wide men to the bottom of your screen, the left side of the field. And Callahan goes the right side. He may be able to run it down close. He gets inside the 5-yard line. Rob Callahan, tackled by Matt Bradley.
We're going to see Holy Cross come out with three wide receivers to the left, a tight end, the only receiver to the right. Callahan's got that option, but as you see, he's got plenty of room to run. Nice little cut down about the 4-yard line.
He got a nice hookup block by his right tackle, Mike Zimorowski, to enable him to turn the corner. 2 wide receivers to the left again. Callahan, here's the give. Touchdown! Sanchez of Holy Cross.
Bob Sanchez, one of the backs that alternate for Peter Voss and Holy Cross, gets the call, puts his head down, tough running for the touchdown. This is the right deal. You're down by 11 right now. Get to within 10. You still have to score twice. Remember, be in a position to win or tie.
The crowd comes alive as the Cross gets on the board with a touchdown. We've got 11:50 left to play. Harvard 20, Holy Cross 10.
Hey, hi, folks. Hey, you know, Blue and I are sitting here in La La Land in the hot sun, and we got to thinking, maybe there should be no more hitting in the game. Maybe you should take out those nasty disagreements. Make it more like a silver ballet. No more rock'em sock'em hockey. Maybe... Nah.
Quality Video presents the all-new Rock'em Sock'em 4. Hockey the way it was meant to be played.
Over 40 minutes with the best hits, goal saves, and other stuff, if you know what I mean.
And if you're looking for the best in hockey, look no further. Quality Video also brings you top 50 playoff goals. Gretzky, Lemieux, Bobby Orr, all the superstars of hockey. Rock'em Sock'em 4 and top 50 playoff goals. Both incredible videos for only $19.95. This incredible offer is not available in stores, so pick up the phone and get in on the great hockey action now.
Next Saturday, we invite you to watch a great college football matchup when the Florida Gators host LSU. Live coverage begins at 12:30 next Saturday afternoon right here on Sports Channel. There's Rob Sanchez, the sophomore from Watertown, Massachusetts, and there's quite a shot. Do we have a blimp? I'd like to see that shot again. That was pretty nice.
That was a nice drive by Holy Cross, too.
Yes, it was.
Mixed it up well, ran the ball effectively. Callahan dished the ball off to 3 or 4 different receivers. Jack Sawyer's made his presence felt.
Here's Pignio with a line drive kick. It's picked up by Kevin Dwan, and Dwan slips at the 32-yard line. So now a little bit of pressure on the Holy Cross defense to turn the ball over to the offense. Harvard 20, Holy Cross 10, 11:47 to go in this one. Peter Voss and his Crusaders looking for their first win of the season. They lost to Army, they lost to UMass, and they lost to Yale, and they're losing to Harvard as Harvard picks up a first down on one play. Godlewski with the tackle.
Yanhu with the ball just straight ahead. The offensive line again taking control of the line of scrimmage, picks up a first down. When things get tough and sticky like they have for Harvard, now Holy Cross has scored. You go back to doing the things you do best.
Ferrara just looks at the sky as he had everybody faked out, and he was about to reverse on the bootleg, and he just lost his footing.
Being on the field before the game, the field's in terrific shape.
And very little rain in the Worcester area this week. A week ago it was 4 or 5 inches in one day. It's been good. Defense gets the job done. On second down. J.T. Scott leading the Purple People Eaters.
JT's had a couple big hits. Fumble recovery, a legal forward pass. He's had an active day.
So it is third down, 19 to go. Here's Ferrara. Ferrara throws. Complete across the middle. And a first down for Harvard.
Harvard has done that time after time after time. And we'll see how Ferrara is able to throw between the secondary and linebackers. It's just that the linebackers are Holy Cross are not getting enough depth, and that area opens up on the field.
Colby Skelton, the freshman, with the first down. Here's Who. I'll tell you, Harvard has a pretty impressive tandem of Ian Who and Quayle Thompson. Jim Cook finally brought Who down, but you're right. Who is always moving forward. Here's Who again. Who slicing left side, first down. Who done it again?
It's all generated by that offensive line for Harvard, winning that battle up front.
Boy, we're Abbott and Costello when we need them, huh?
Eon's gone over 100 yards today.
Thompson's up over 160, I believe. And there's the offensive line. Take a look at him right across the front. Rob Younger, Hans, Brundage, Vereb, Riley, and Hansen. Look at him. Open the hole. Look at the room for Who. Who is down inside the 20.
And this is what happens when you have a ground game that has been effective all day long. The offense gets stronger and the defense gets weaker. And we see by shuffling those running backs, keeping them relatively fresh, it's a huge advantage for that offense now. The offensive linemen are getting their tempo. The defense is not being able to huddle up. They're backpedaling, and it's an example of controlling the line of scrimmage and playing tough winning football.
Who gets popped hard by Pat Smith, but not before he picked up a good 6 or 7 yards.
Good to see Pat back in the game after taking a hit from Gabe Infante and being in Never Never Land. Pat Smith great in coming up and supporting on the run, keeping the head up and planting. This is an easy drive for Harvard, Mike.
Here's Thompson. He's in for Who, and Thompson looks like he has another first down. Sam Leo on the tackle, but Harvard inside the 10-yard line again.
There's nothing coaches can do either when they see this. I mean, they can make certain adjustments, but with a no-huddle offense, look at that stat, 200-yard difference.
Ferrara down to the 1-yard line. Let's show those numbers. Take a peek at them one more time again, just to show you the dominance on the ground by Harvard.
Here you see Vin say, I want to run the ball too. Down about the 1-yard line.
Well, Finney's about 6'4". If you're about 6'8", he would have been in. And Ferrara gets stepped on. It appears
that the center or one of the guards
may have stepped on his foot. We have to blame it on the lineman. Let's take a peek here. Watch the foot of, yeah, his left foot stepped on. Yeah. Those linemen out of the way of the quarterbacks. So Harvard's back now to the 4-yard line. Power eye. The give is to Who. Who is stopped. Dominic Blue, the freshman, number 58. And it's a 4th down. The assistant coaches, you better call a timeout, Harvard. Oh, he doesn't see it. Here goes Ferrara. The pitch is to Who. Who turns the corner. Who is in. Touchdown.
That was interesting, to say the least. Yeah, 4th and 5 on the 5. I don't know if the coaches knew it was 4th down, but they go for it. With who? You see who gets hit to the goal line, goes in for the touchdown, but I think the proper call would be kick a field goal, but it worked.
Well, the assistants up here were screaming field goal, and Tim Murphy called for a timeout. Ferrara didn't see him. They put their head on each other's shoulders. Here's the extra point.
Now they all take credit.
Great call, guys.
Big drive, easy drive for Harvard, just taking the ball and running and making a big conversion on 3rd down, passing the ball. Again, that balance that Coach Murphy likes. Power I, you got 4th and 5 on the 5, you can power I and run an option. But when you got a runner like this who smells that goal line, it works.
There's Ian Hu, smiling. I would say that when Harvard gets back into Ivy League play, which will be next week at home against Cornell. Cornell is a strong team that Ivy League opponents are going to have to beware of that 1-2 tandem of Ian Hu and Quayle Thompson. Harvard 27, Holy Cross 10, 7:17 to go in this one from Worcester. A lot of the Purple Loyalists are heading for the exits. Kick is high and deep, and Pignio will take it at the 4. Anthony Pignio out to the 30-yard line on a fine return. He may have won himself a job, I think, here.
Yeah, you really got to respect the way he made a statement to his head coach and has backed it up this afternoon. He said he wanted to return kicks. He wanted to make a difference, and he certainly has, taken that ball and ran out with a lot of gusto.
So Rob Callahan and Holy Cross try to get back into this thing. They still now need 3 possessions to win this thing. And it's a tall task. Drivers run out of bounds by Brian Johnson.
And I think we'll see Holy Cross going with 3 wide receivers now and 1 running back. Tight end.
Drivers comes out. John Myers comes in. Laborante, Splain, and Myers are wide. There's only 1 back behind Callahan. Callahan throws, complete, then dropped. Myers had it and dropped it at midfield.
That was a great throw by Callahan. He had time, and he delivered this ball like a frozen rope. Freshman was looking.
I don't blame him either.
Breaking a play instead of watching that ball in. He's a good one though, and he'll get better.
So it's 3rd down and 9 now. 8.5. Callahan eludes 1 tackler. Callahan looking for the 1st down, and he's shy by 2 yards.
Well, you almost got to go for it if you're Peter Voss, I think. You're under 7 minutes left, you're down, but he's going to like to punt the ball. Every possession is so important, especially with Harvard's ground game and their ability to dominate that clock.
Pignio can run, remember that. We've seen him do everything but pass today. Pignio's kick is a beauty. Drives back to the 20-yard line, and minimal return by Matt Bradley. 46-yard punt by Anthony Pignio. So Harvard with a comfortable 17-point lead in just over 6 minutes to play. Will go to work from its own 23-yard line. And here's an interesting question here, Steve. Do you continue now with the no huddle offense? Or do you go back into a huddle just to chew up some more time?
You go to the no huddle, but you just have some clock awareness, let it tick off. Again, it's not so much the huddle that slows down, it's snapping the ball. Just go line of scrimmage and hold it until the clock runs down. You can eat up the clock like you could huddling.
Here's Ian Hu.
What's really going to chew the clock up is the running attack that Harvard has and the ability to run the ball in 3 consecutive downs and pick up first downs.
Dominic Blue on the tackle. This Ferrara. Ferrara drifts over to the sideline and gets the call from Tim Murphy. You can see him talking there.
See him take his time. It's down to about 10 seconds now.
That's the play clock. You got to snap it before it hits 0. Smart play. Here's Hu. Hu is dropped again. We almost could hear what Ferrara was yelling on that last play. Maybe we could see if we can pick up what he's yelling. Not that we'd understand what he's saying, but let's watch here and see if we can hear.
There's a clock too, Mike, in the end zone that he's facing, so he can look at that and see how much time is left before he has to snap it. He's got an idea where that clock sits so he doesn't take a delayed game.
He's yelling the play out. Something, 15 something. Here's Hu, and Hu is shy of a first down. Sam Leo on the tackle. That's Sam, 55. Holy Cross takes a timeout. And Harvard will have to kick with 4:47 to play. For a complete rundown on the New England Patriots, tune in to Eddie Edelman's Tuesday Night Football Show. Eddie has interviews with the key players. He has analysis from the top sports writers and a whole lot more. Watch it. That's Eddie's Tuesday Night Football Show, Tuesdays at 9, here on Sports Channel. They tell me that Eddie spends about an hour and a half in wardrobe and makeup before he does that show.
Well, here it looks like Holy Cross is going for a block. I would think they've got to realize they got to turn the ball over, and blocking a punt's a huge play in the special teams area. Here they come.
And Griffin gets it away. Robert Sewell barely makes it to the 35. 42-yard kick by Tim Griffin under heavy pressure. And Holy Cross into a wind where the temperature is dropping. 4.5 minutes to play. They need 17 points to tie this thing. Callahan on first down. He's looking for Splain, and Splain has his path impeded by Eddie Kinney.
Defensive players love this opportunity right now. The defensive linemen love it because there's no run threat. They can just lay their ears back and rush the quarterback, which they like doing best. Linebackers can get depth right away. They can totally disregard the running plays, get their depth, so it's a great opportunity defensively to make plays. Harvard's got a nickel back in there.
Second down, Callahan is complete. Sanchez is into Harvard territory. Kevin Dewan brought him down.
Rob Sanchez scored the Holy Cross touchdown earlier. The depth those linebackers and secondary are taking, that opens up these little over-the-middle passes. Sanchez makes the catch. But again, it's, plays like that, Harvard would love to have Holy Cross do the rest of the ball game.
A lot of people popping open their umbrellas now. Here's the screen. Here's Welts. Welts has some room. Welts inside the 30. Welts to the 26 of Harvard. Clock at 3:55 now.
This is a great throw, Mike. Screen sets up. You'd see Callahan kind of double pump it to get it out. And this freshman running back, watch him in the play. He runs over. Bam!
Oh, that was Kevin Dwan.
You want to keep your head up, but you want to have your feet underneath you.
First and 10. They keep it on the ground. Here's Trivers. Trivers on his feet to the 20-yard line.
It's good to see Holy Cross fighting like this at the end of the game when they're, basically out of it, and still a lot of young players coming up with plays and still fighting. I think that shows Peter Voss that there's a lot of character on this team, that they haven't won, but they're still fighting.
Light rain falling in Worcester as the clock is working against Holy Cross, and they're working to try to get back in this thing. Kevin Dwan on the stop is Laborante. Picks up another first down. 3:13 to go. Harvard 27, Holy Cross 10.
Laborante's another freshman wide receiver. Along with Myers, they'll be a great addition for Holy Cross the next 3 years.
Callahan, pass is complete.
Brian Hopkins, another freshman. Big wide receiver, 6'4". Well, Holy Cross has had a couple good drives in the second half today.
Clock at 2:45 and counting. Pass in the end zone for Hopkins, and it's out of bounds. So it'll be third down, and the clock will stop, and Holy Cross will have a chance to pick the play they want, perhaps call two of them. Two wide receivers to the left. There's Sanchez cutting back inside. Sanchez has a first down, and the drive will stay alive. John Brown on the stop.
You got 3rd and 4 on the 7-yard line, and we'll see a little quick pitching. Big Ray Fittipaldo. Huge block. Nice cut by Sanchez down about the 2-yard line.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this game today, and we invite you to join us 2 weeks from now on our next New England college football game. We'll be with the Red Hot BU Terriers as they host the Northeastern University Huskies. Crosstown rivalry, and action will begin at 1 o'clock 2 weeks from today here on Sports Channel. Steve and I will be over at BU's Nickerson Field for that one. BU brought us a lot of thrills and a lot of excitement last year, and we can't wait to see them. First and goal for Holy Cross. Callahan puts it up. And it's ran out of room.
That's Brian Hopkins again, Mike, that big 6'4" wide receiver freshman. Groton, Connecticut. The fade pass is a very popular pass down here. He just runs out of real estate there. I like the way that Sanchez won the ball today, Mike. It's been a real bright spot for Holy Cross.
A tough runner. They'll have him around for 2 more years after this season. Only a sophomore.
It's Rob.
Or as Keith Jackson would say,
sophomore.
He's only a sophomore.
Oh my. Well, that's the isn't it?
No, I don't think we have a touchdown. Sanchez trying as he could.
Zach Knight from Harvard came up and kissed Rob.
Justin Franz also in there, in the bottom of the pile. Sanchez comes out. Trivers comes in.
Well, if you're a defensive player for Harvard, you got a lot of pride. You want to go a line stand here.
Callahan rolls out. Callahan is in for Holy Cross.
Well, Holy Cross, there's a flag, a late flag. I don't know what that's all about. It's taunting or something in the end zone.
unsportsmanlike conduct on Holy Cross. Huh. Penalize it on the kickoff.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, 15-yard penalty enforced on the kickoff.
Well, that's not smart football.
Yeah, there are some new rules in college football this year about excessive celebration. And, well, I suppose I should see the replay before we comment on it. Pigneo's kick is up and it's good. So Holy Cross pulls within 10 at 27-17 with a minute 56 to play. We're going to take a look at the touchdown and see if we can pick up what the penalty may have been.
Rob Callahan certainly has come on and played well in the second half, led by Randy Trivers in the end, blocking for him. He gets in the end zone. Well, I wouldn't say that's excessive. And obviously there's going to be an onside kick right here. Holy Cross has got to get that ball back, and that penalty is not going to help him. Obviously, they're kicking the ball off the 25. Pignol should know how to kick these. He's a veteran kicker, a great kicker for Holy Cross.
We invite you to join us for the rest of our games here on Sports Channel. Northeastern at BU on 2 weeks, followed by Richmond at BU, and then BU heads out to Amherst against UMass, and then in November on the 5th we've got UConn at BU, and on the 19th we wrap it up with UNH at BU. So there'll be a lot of BU from here on in. And last year we were thrilled to be able to bring you one of the playoff games at BU. Sports Channel is a very long and proud association with New England college football, and we hope that you enjoy it each week. Here's the onside kick, and the best athletes are up front, and the freshman Jeff Compass eats it up for Harvard. Compass with an interception today, the first freshman ever to start for Harvard, or since Ivy League play came in.
Well, this is the all-state people for Harvard, the good hands folks. Holy Cross trying to load the right side up, but the ball just never really gets that second bounce where it goes high in the air. And possession, not position for Harvard. They got the ball.
Quayle Thompson's back in. Most of the, in fact, all the Harvard starters are still there. There's a little contact before the snap. This was a game that started out fairly penalty-free, but there have been a number of flags and whistles in this half. That's it, right?
Well, come on, ref.
That was a dead ball, offsides on the defense.
There's Ferrara, number 9.
We see it's less than 2 minutes left. Harvard basically run 3 or 4 plays on the ground, and that'll be it.
Quayle Thompson inside the 20-yard line. Roberson, you know the stuff. You can almost hear some Harvard alums thinking out loud on this one. There was a time in the mid-'80s when Holy Cross scored a number of touchdowns against Harvard in the later stages of the game, particularly in '86 and '87.
Well, knowing the people from Harvard that I know, Mike, I wouldn't think that would even enter their mind.
Just saying that I know there are some somewhere that are thinking about that, although very few people in this stadium had anything to do with any of those. Here's who, and who is going nowhere. Sam Leo and a lot of purple, suffice it to say. Approaching 1 minute to go in this one. Eon Hu, a great game after missing last week against Bucknell, and his running mate. I don't really know if you could call them running mates because they replace each other.
And they are a great tandem. I think Ferraro went over and talked with Murphy. I think he just take a knee on this last play and get out of here with a win.
Ferraro's been limping for the last 5 minutes or so. Here's Hu. Godlewski. Here comes Thompson. Thompson comes in. Hu goes out.
And they won't have to take another snap if they don't want to.
Yep, they won't. Ferraro's clapping his hands, and I don't think he intends to.
I think we got a smile from Coach Murphy over there. Well, not yet. There's 10 seconds left. Well, that man's feeling a lot of pain right now. He felt he had a real opportunity this afternoon, and his players didn't respond like he wished they would have.
So Tim Murphy, 2-1 in his first year at Harvard, and Peter Voss and his Holy Cross Crusaders slipped to 0-4 on the year. That's our final. Harvard 27, Holy Cross 17. Post-game highlights, stats, chatter, analysis coming up next.
Once, there was a small business owner who spent so much time managing his phone system, he fell behind in his other work. Then one day, he discovered new Centrex Plus from NYNEX, and he switched to this affordable system designed just for small business. Now NYNEX takes care of his phone system, and our hero, well, the moral, call 1-800-PLUS now. Get Centrex Plus and get more time for the big picture.
This quality time was made possible by GMAC. With financing and leasing that can be arranged for your new GM vehicle fast, right at the dealership. Because you should be out enjoying your new car instead of waiting for it to be financed. GMAC, the expressway home.
You know, I never thought in my life the Patriots would be hotter than the Red Sox, hotter than the Celtics, and hotter than the Bruins, but they are. So you can join us every Tuesday night right here on Sports Channel. You can meet Kevin Mannix, you can meet Ron Hobson, you can meet Eddie and the Sports Gals. They're great, I'm telling you. Nothing like it on television. And of course, you can meet Scott Zolak and the Patriots player of the game. 9 o'clock Tuesday nights on Sports Channel. You make sure you're there.
Watch Eddie Handelman's Tuesday Night Football beginning at 9 on Sports Channel. Sports Channel has the best New England college football. Each weekend, watch as teams like Boston University, UMass, and Holy Cross tackle the competition. New England college football on Sports Channel.
Welcome back to Fitton Field, everyone. Mike Lynch along with Steve Nelson as the Harvard band plays victoriously on the field, celebrating their win over Holy Cross this afternoon. It's the first time since 1990 that Harvard has won 2 games in a row on the road.
And you're pretty excited, aren't you, Mike?
Yes, I am.
Harvard had showed a lot of guts and determination today. A great running attack, and just too strong for Holy Cross this afternoon.
Offensive line certainly the difference as they pushed around the Holy Cross front, and because of that, our GMAC player of the game just happens to be the guy who was the beneficiary of all that blocking, Quayle Thompson. 175 yards rushing for Thompson today, and most of that yardage came in the first half alone.
There we see his first touchdown run, a simple play where he really doesn't get touched, but he had a lot of tough yards today he ran for. He's a good combination of speed and power, and he and Hu make a great tandem back there for Harvard.
All right, 175 yards for Thompson and a win for Harvard. We'll be back with more right after this break.
It's tough being a fan when your team isn't the home team, especially when I try to find coverage of my favorite team in the local paper. I'm lucky if I can find last week's score. But if you're like me, you'll be happy to know there's one publication that'll make you feel right at home. The Sporting News. You'll love the Sporting News, no matter what team you love, even if it is the home team.
Call this number now and get 4 issues of the Sporting News free. You'll get opinions and analysis, team-by-team reports, and coverage of all the college conferences, plus baseball, basketball, and hockey all year long. Call now and you'll get 4 free issues of the Sporting News. If you like them, you'll get 24 more issues at this great TV price. If not, just mark the bill, cancel, and owe nothing. The 4 issues are yours to keep.
So call now for the Sporting News, the publication that treats every team like the home team.
Call now and you'll get 4 great issues of the Sporting News free.
Call 1-800-624-5885 now.
It's a whole day of thoroughbred racing. The top 2-year-olds on the track, plus steeplechase, and one of the richest prizes in racing. This is the Maryland Million.
The Maryland Million, Saturday live at 4. The Boston Celtics have been making many moves this summer, but there's one key player that hasn't changed. Sports Channel. Tune into Sports Channel for every regular season home game, live from the Boston Garden. The Boston Celtics are on Sports Channel.
2, 3, hit it!
Water can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Either way, the H2O Zone's going to show you just what water's made of. 120 minutes of pure liquid energy, taking you to the hottest sports in the world of water. And that's just a drop in the bucket.
The H2O Zone. Watch it on Sports Channel, your prime source for sports.
It'll be a happy bus ride eastbound on the Mass Pike for the Harvard Crimson as they get out of Worcester with a 10-point win, 27-17 over Holy Cross. And next week for Harvard, they go home against Cornell. And Holy Cross at 0-4 now has a tough task. They go down to Philadelphia to play against the University of Pennsylvania. Always a tough team.
I understand that, and it's tough for Peter Voss, and we as we said all afternoon, it's a team that's now 0-4. You know, they're fighting for the first victory. They've got to keep their heads up. Peter Voss said you got to play at a time. Today they showed a lot of character. Unfortunately, they just didn't have the talent, you know, to hang with Harvard the whole game.
All right, so Harvard is victorious. Let's take a peek at some of the numbers. Harvard and first downs are pretty much even, but look at the yards rushing, Nellie.
Yeah, that's the story of the game right there. Over almost a 200-yard advantage for Harvard, plus the turnovers. 4 turnovers for Holy Cross are not good enough to overcome that, plus a huge possession factor in favor of Harvard.
Oh, 500 yards total offense for Harvard. Let's take a look at the tailback slot where almost all of that rushing came from. 175 for Thompson and for Ionhu 149.
And again, with that no-huddle offense, when you have 2 backs that can come in and spell for each other, it gives your offense a huge advantage in the up-tempo game.
All right, Nellie, we had some fun. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Good deal, Mike. Looking forward to it.
All right, coming up next on Sports Channel at 4 o'clock, we're going to have horse racing, the Maryland Million, live from Laurel, Maryland. And later tonight at 6:30, there's more college football on Sports Channel when USC hosts Oregon. And Steve and I will be back in 2 weeks. We'll be over at BU's Nickerson Field, where the BU Terriers host their crosstown rival, the Northeastern Huskies. The kickoff will be at 1 o'clock on October 15th. For our entire Sports Channel crew, this is Mike Lynch telling you the final score. Harvard 27, Holy Cross 17. We'll see you on the 15th. New England College Football on Sports Channel has been brought to you by GMAC Financial Services, the Expressway Home. And by NYNEX, which introduces new Centrex Plus, the affordable phone system designed just for small business.